Hello, this is Adira KS. My thesis topic is Food Hub Bangalore, a place making through food as an aspect. When we hear the word food, many factors appear in our mind, such as civilization, memory, taste, history, people, smell, culture, etc. Our India has a mixed food culture with a lot of cuisines. When a person visits a place, it is the food and the structure that strikes in his mind. Looking to the present generation, that is millennial generation, they are the largest demographic of living population in the world and they are shaping future of food. They prefer natural, organic, gluten-free, dairy-free products. This is the graph showing organic food market size in India. 1 by 4th of the organic products produced in global market is consumed by India. The organic products has high market value, but the problem is lack of accessibility towards it. This is how I reached the topic organic food production. To create an interactive food hub, placemaking is added to the topic. When we incorporate food and public into a space, we get informal and formal spaces. And we get some aspects such as cultural, social, economic, and environmental. Social withdrawal is a syndrome that is caused due to urbanization. Food can be used as a catalyst to create spaces which would push the people to social gatherings. In the present scenario, where people are chasing for a better living condition, health is an important aspect to be looked. The importance of this project comes here to provide organic food to a larger community and to activate the community through triangulation. The goal of the project is to create an interactive platform through food as a catalyst which improves sociability. If the food hub is developed using sustainability and placemaking as a toolkit, it will help to create an interactive green space for the people in urban fabric. The objectives are to understand the importance of placemaking in creating informal gatherings, to understand how the organic farming can be incorporated to the buildings, to understand how to club informal and formal spaces to create an active public space, and to identify different strategies used in urban farming. Basically, the project includes foodscape of public space where community meets. This concept is inspired from food port designed by OMA. It will include growing, selling, distribution and education. The other concept is to reduce the footprint of building and to produce more green. The project has two towers. The first tower is farming tower, which includes the farming, urban farming, and the second is for culinary institute and its hostel facilities. The other amenities are farmland, edible garden, herbal garden, food market, food kiosk, hawker center, food festival using organic food, cafes and restaurants using organic food, farming and culinary workshop, spa, public courts. The hub will act as a catalyst to activate the community around and will spread knowledge about different types of farming techniques to people such as hydroponics, aquaponics, aeroponics as well as culinary arts. Food hub will act as a green space in the whole layer of urban city. The site chosen for this project is in Electronic City, Bangalore. It is an IT hub with approximately 200 electronic and IT campuses. People from different parts of the world is working as well as staying here. As the site is surrounded by different IT companies and residential layout, the program intends to act as an oasis for many out there who needs a change from the urban fabric. Also, the people is having a high standard of living in this area, so they will be more conscious about the health, which will chase them towards the organic food. Here, the organic products can be given to a larger community and food production can be brought near to the living place of people. Here is a site drawing and site is about 12.5 acres. The north is vacant land, south Wipro campus, east apartment, west the commercial area. Here are the photos of context, that is Wipro campus, apartment, Wipro junction, commercial area. After studying the topography, traffic condition, climate study, sun path, wind path, rainwater drainage, noise mapping, SWOT analysis, etc. Site is surrounded by IT companies, apartment and institution. It will ensure the flow of people into the site. The abutting road is about 18 to 20-meter wide and there is very less traffic condition. By placing foot hub here, it won't affect the existing pedestrian movement as well as the vehicular movement. Based on the road width and edge condition, there is a provision for taking a small road through the north. So the service entry can be provided from the north and the other main entries and exits can be provided in this road itself. Looking into the edge condition in the south, the roadside can be utilized for commercial purpose. If the services are not properly maintained, there's a cause for hygienic issues as the site is surrounded by IT companies and apartments. Site is surrounded by high-rise buildings so that there is no views or vistas from the site or within the site. So focal points must be created within the site for people to arrange themselves. As said before, the main concept is to reduce footprint and to produce more green. Two towers are kept and the footprint consumed by the towers are again compensated by adding vertical floors on the towers itself. Rest of the site is utilized for farming. The project is divided into three layers: green layer, interactive layer and education layer. Green layer consists of farmland, edible garden, vertical farming. Interactive layer is for market, gathering space, cafes and restaurants. Education layer is for culinary institute, workshops and fitness center. And based on the site condition and the placemaking aspects, some aspects are taken such as continuity and interlinkage, visual connection, sociability and experience. The first one, continuity and interlinkage. Continuity from road is maintained by providing entries from the road and placing commercial shops on the edge conditions. The continuity between the public and semi-public spaces are brought in by adding the green layer. The two spaces are connected either by adding edible gardens or some kind of interaction cones in between. The continuity from the garden is maintained by adding terraced level farmings. Shops are arranged in linear arrangement so that it is easily accessible for the public. Kiosks and other gatherings are added inside the site, continue the public space. The next is visual connection and focus. The site will act as a focal point to the context and focal points must be created within the site so that people can organize themselves. The central space between two buildings can be utilized for different activities by adding gardens. In planning, the organization can be done in a clustered manner but with a strong axis and focal points. The third set of aspects are sociability and experience. Different experience can be created through sociability and adding different activities such as space for food festival, space for cultural events, open yoga and trails through farmlands for running and walking. Here is the zoning based on context and site condition. When we look the context, the main road and commercial areas are on the south. So entries and exits can be provided from the south, which helps in interaction with the public. As the project is related to health, the site can be pedestrianized. As there is provision for taking road from the north, a service entry can be given in the north which help to reduce the traffic. Running on three layers are green layer, education layer and interactive layer. Interactive layers are placed on the south which helps to invite people into the site. Education layer, that is of two towers, can be placed at the middle which helps to get better view towards all the four sides from the towers. In zoning based on focal points and circulation, the vehicular movement is restricted at the edge of site so that we get fully pedestrianized site inside. The water channels are incorporated as a part of circulation which will lead the people to different sub-focal points. They also act as visual access. When we zone based on the built and open spaces, the open spaces are more than the built space. The gardens are designed in a manner where they get symmetry, which is inspired from the old Mughal garden. The farmlands are planned in a grid pattern following the traditional farmlands. So this is the basic zoning did, that is placing towers in the center, placing commercial at the street edge, then place vehicular movement at the periphery to get the pedestrianized zone, and finally creating focal points and incorporating water channels which connects them for a good movement inside. Zoning of full site based on the ideas said above. Site is divided into three, that is, here is the herbal section, here is the edible garden section, and here is the farmland. The towers are placed at the center. Here is the main focal point. The entries are provided at the south itself from the roadside, and service entries is provided from the north. As said earlier, the water channels connects all the focal points and it helps the people in the internal movement pattern. Farming towers are placed in a diagonal manner so that it gets view towards all the direction and there is no blocking of views by each tower. This is how the form of tower evolved. A cuboid is taken, then the cuboid is broken by adding activities such as cafes, gym, healthcare, organic brewery and food museum. Then the cubes are carved out of the cuboid to get double height spaces for restaurants and roof gardens. Then the floors are stacked with a main core at the center. We get a sense of rotating garden by taking the plan in this manner. That is, first I took core, then the first unit is like this, then second unit is like this, third like this, then fourth like this. So we get a sense of rotation. By rotating this gardens, we get sufficient sunlight and wind to all the floors. For institute, we need more space, so a rectangle is just taken as the floor unit and it is rotated like this. This is the double height we get, which helps to increase the visual connectivity, space where people can sit and enjoy the roof gardens. Here is how the towers are placed for better visual connectivity. Master plan with all ideas as said in the zoning. This is the commercial area and this is the herbal commercial area. Separate parkings are provided for the people who comes here for shopping. The main pedestrian entry to the site is given here, and adjacent to that the vehicular entry is given. The vehicle enter like this and they experience the herbal garden and park the vehicle at the west. All other parkings are given under these two towers. The one who wants to enter spa immediately after shopping from the commercial, they can enter through this pedestrian way and they reach this focal point. And through this herbal garden, they reach spa. This is the main focal point of the site at the center of two towers where the organic food festivals are held. Food trucks are placed here and the small kiosks can be placed in these places. One who enter the site can food from the hawker center. The hawker center has two decks. One is semi-open and other is closed space for sitting. The garden acts as an interlinkage between tower and the hawker center. The landscape is in such a way that the height of the plants are giving a visual connectivity to the tower. That is, the height is increasing gradually. The water channel originates from this lake and connects all other focal points and builds structures. The first tower contains different farming techniques and people can experience it. Different cuisine restaurants are given at different levels of the tower. Other activities such as gym, healthcare center, organic brewery, viewing decks are incorporated in the tower. The ground floor planning is done in an open way such that they can see the field. The next tower is the Institute Tower. Culinary arts are taught in this tower. The tower includes hostel facilities needed for the people who participate in the farming workshop and the culinary workshop. The space consumed by the tower is again compensated by adding vertical farming floors above the tower. The vertical farming floors act as a buffer between two sections. Backside of the site is utilized for farming purpose. The farmlands are divided in grids following the traditional farmland pattern. The water channel connects to a lake and the channel also flows through the farmlands, which can be used for farming purposes. Greenhouses are placed at the back. The pavilion can be used as a resting place or a community kitchen for the people who are engaged in farming workshops. Small food kiosks are given in the middle of paddy fields so that people can experience the field and eat food. This paddy field is given for teaching farming techniques in the workshop. The shops are arranged in a linear arrangement. The top is used as roof gardens to compensate the space used by the shops. A seating space is given in front of the shops. The plants like thyme, lupinus, aloe vera, cardoon, etc. are cultivated at the top. Moving on to the views of this area, the first one is the pedestrian walkway to the spa. Second is the commercial shops with seating area. And these are the shops of commercial purpose with tower behind. This is the driveway through which people can go and park the car. Up next, we have the garden which acts as an interlinkage between tower and the hawker center. The garden contains water body in which fishing activities can be done and people can spend their leisure time. From this water body, the water channel originates. The vegetation grown in this garden are goldfinger shrub, orange tree, queen palm, lupinus polypilus, etc. Now let's see some views of the garden. This is the view towards hawker center from the garden. This is the bridge connecting hawker center and the garden. This view captures the water body and the water channel connecting all the focuses. And here in this view, we can see that the garden and water body acting as a interlinkage and visual connection between tower and hawker center. Focusing on the hawker center has two decks. One is the semi-open and other is closed. They are arranged in a linear manner at the back of shops so that the people can access hawker center easily. Here we can see the sectional view of street, commercial shops, hawker center, water body and the garden. Moving to the views, this is the view from seating deck towards garden and the tower. Next is the projecting deck on the water. And this is a view from the entrance to the hawker center. Another attraction of Food Hub is the herbal garden and the spa. The landscape here include hibiscus, aloe vera, mehendi, holm oak, etc. There are two focal points connecting the spa and herbal garden. The people can experience the goodness of herbs by walking through it. Let's look at some views. First, we have the view of spa. This pool acts as a visual treat for the spa. And here is the another view of spa. This is the back deck of spa. This view shows the focal point that can be seen from the road as well as from spa. Moving on to the towers, let's examine the first tower, the farming tower. Vertical farming is done in this tower using many methods like aeroponic, aquaponics and hydroponics, and other activities like fitness center, organic brewery, rooftop garden, restaurants, etc. are provided in different levels. Looking into this section, we can see the arrangement of spaces in the tower vertically. The top floor is used for organic brewery and viewing deck. The double height spaces are provided in between floors for restaurants and cafes. Here is the plans of farming tower. The ground floor is like open farming with the cafes, and this is the main core acting which goes through all the floors. These are the space allocated for vertical farming rooms. Here is the view of aquaponics used. Troughs are placed for vertical farming. Here is the view of aquaponics in which fish cultivation is done and the water used for fish cultivation is used for the plant. The next view shows the view from double height space towards the farmland and glass house. Moving on to the structural detail, reinforced concrete core is placed first. Then floor plates are cantilevered from it. Steel beams are supported for the floors. Here, this figure shows the water supply system throughout the tower. This is the structural detailing of steel connecting the concrete core. Composite floor slabs are used and false ceiling is used to cover the water supplying systems and other duct details. Here is the next tower, the institution tower. It includes culinary arts and hostel facilities. This figure shows the arrangement of spaces in vertical manner. First 5 floors is utilized for institution and the 5th floor we have vertical farming floor which separate the hostel section and institution section. And the top floor consists of hydroponics and aquaponic farm to compensate the space consumed by other built structures. These are the plans showing the institution section. Here, the first floor is used for administration. Second consists of quality training kitchen, basic training kitchen, and other kitchens. The second floor is for classrooms and library. Third floor contains advanced kitchen, baking kitchen, training kitchen, pantry, and a training restaurant. Fourth floor, we have housekeeping section where there is faculty room, linen room, dressing room, computer lab, and the multi-purpose hall. The next set includes the plans of hostel. 7th floor, 8th floor, 9th floor. It includes the hostel rooms, their laundry rooms, toilets, study halls, etc. The basement comprises of water tank, STP, generator, and parking. Moving on to the views, this is the hydroponic system. Here, view shows the baking kitchen. And this is a sectional view which shows the hostel section. The last element in the project is farmland, which has more function other than farming. Some of the crops cultivated here are cabbage, plantains, carrot, pumpkins, etc. Other than farming, there are running trails, yoga, farming workshops, etc. Here we can see the view of workshop conducted for square foot gardening. Here we can see the greenhouse glass which enhances the farming method as well as the beauty of farmland. The running tracks which goes around the farmlands. The special topic chosen for this project is urban farming techniques. The techniques like square foot gardening, hydroponic, glass house, aquaponics, terrace roofing, etc. are used in this design. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope I was able to cover all the points, and let's move on to further discussion.